Hello, welcome to the channel. Welcome to Nephtara Grace. If you've been here before, welcome back. What's up? Woo-hoo. If you're new, welcome in. So glad you're here. Regardless of how you found the channel, I'm just glad that you did. All right, y'all, let's jump right into the energy. For once, I don't have any public service announcements. That's good. It means that my last few must have gotten heard. I appreciate that. Get some frankincense here. It's such a beautiful day. I hope wherever you are, your day is beautiful and flowing well too, fam. All right, let's jump in. Start with the runes. For those of you who are confused as to why I have a year-round tan and I cast runes, you should know that I am multi-ethnic, okay? My ancestry, my heritage is diverse across the sands of time. All right, some of y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Don't be fooled by the year-round tan. My peoples come from all over this place, all right? And so I have many tools in my toolkit, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful for that. Because life be lifing. You know what's up. Kaunas for fire. This is the element of fire, but it's also an inner knowing, like very sacral chakra energy. Like when you know something in your gut, that's what that's about. I was. This is technically death, but it's also the tree of life. It's also magic. It's also dreams. Okay, you know, when we have these two together, it's giving me some type. It's like having the tower and the death card together, but I think it's difficult to have those two energies together without there being some deep spiritual knowing or some deep spiritual knowledge that's going to come out regardless of what's next. There's Uruz for power. This is one of my favorite runes. This Uruz for me gives power as protection. It's power, but if you look at the shape of this rune, it's also creating like a sanctuary. So this is power that actually protects you, especially with Kaunas out here. This is some real ish type ish, okay? Okay, Ingwas. Y'all, this just it. Look at that. That's like two becoming one. That's a joining together happening right there. This is divine union. Okay. It's giving a power couple. It's the energy of something of two becoming one, but in that one there is power, like real power. Like, what would this be like? We don't really do this anymore these days, but back in the day, people used to arrange marriages from kingdom to kingdom, tribe to tribe, because they knew that two was better than one. Not only could the joining of tribes or bloodlines bring both tribes something they didn't have access to before, but a lot of times these unions created such a powerful alliance that surrounding tribes or surrounding kingdoms wouldn't even mess with them after that, right? If y'all know your history, it's like when France and England came together. It's like, ooh, we can't really do nothing now that they riding together. Things got, you know what I'm saying? That's what these runes are. It's like two different houses, pathways, bloodlines, people coming together, but their union creates, again, it creates something so powerful that it can't be messed with. Can't be messed with. What they're giving me is Solomon and Sheba. Y'all know about Solomon and Sheba? So everybody knew Solomon was the big deal. Everybody knew Sheba was a big deal where she was. And they came together and was a lot of talking happening, all right? Sheba was testing Solomon, like, okay, so you're supposed to be wise, but I'm wise. So where are you getting your wisdom from? And what do you know that I don't know? Like that type stuff, right? And then Solomon was like, oh my God, you're beautiful and you're wise. What is this? Now, at the end of the day, Sheba goes home with a baby in her belly. Okay, so that's, talk about bloodlines. Talk about bloodlines. And I don't think we talk enough about that baby that Solomon and Sheba had. We really don't. We don't go into that too much, but maybe we will today. Let's get 3 of these out here, y'all. This might be type-ish. Okay. I was just looking at something about clear communication. This is listening. And I love that they've got an elephant here, right? Because y'all have heard since you were a kid, God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth, so you know what to do. But an elephant with those really big ears reminds us. So I was just reading something about clear communication is up here in this house. And very beautiful words written. And as I read those words, now it's in the house, so I see it every day. But as I read those words, I said to myself, those are beautiful words. It's too bad the average person doesn't know what they mean and will not stop to embody what it is to clearly communicate. And I will tell you from not just years of training, but decades of experience. And this is what I teach my kids, my 9-year-old, my 7-year-old. They know. The person listening is in charge of the conversation. The person talking isn't guiding shit. Pardon my French, okay? It's the person listening that is guiding where that conversation goes and how it flows. And if you're not sure about this, you can do a little exercise. Try talking to somebody who's not listening. What's that? You can't? Yeah, see, you got it. You understand exactly what I'm saying. The person listening is guiding the conversation. So there is no communication without listening. There's just two people talking at each other, which is how most relationships start and fail. Marriages that fail, I promise you, look, I'm just saying. You know, we got intention and metamorphosis. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's death in the tower out here in the energy of the runes. It's something about something is, but you put these together, listening, intention, and metamorphosis. This is literally saying, and when you listen with intention, something's going to change. It's going to evolve. It's going to grow. I mean, it doesn't have a choice to. I've done decades of work in communication. You guys, I'm not going to bore you with my background. If you don't know, get on my website, www.nephtaragrace.com. Go to the About section. Read all about it. Read all about me, okay? Hell, you can look me up. Google my name. But yeah, something's about to shift. Ooh. Now, this is spiritual, but it's going to actualize in the physical realm. We got the number 7 here from 25, got the number 22, got the number 53, giving us the number 8. Now, this 22, I wouldn't normally break it down because it is a master number, but I am going to break it down because of this. 22 breaks down to number 4. Number 4 is a number of, it's a builder. The 4 is a builder. You're building, it's laying a foundation for something, okay? It's also a protected foundation. So we got an owl here. We know is a symbol for wisdom. An egg, which is we already know is a symbol for transformation or metamorphosis, but it's on a pillar. It's on a foundation. So we are going to break that 22 down to a 4. And we're going to say, whatever is happening out here, whatever's about to come out in these cards, the intention is what matters. I think this is the key. The intention is what matters. Now, whatever results are going to be had through listening. Okay. And the result that is going to happen is a metamorphosis. Something's going to evolve from where it is to the next stage in its natural progression. This is a natural progression, okay, people? This isn't something, it's a natural progression. That's what I can tell you. It's natural, like night follows day. Summer follows spring. Caterpillar to a butterfly, which is what we have here, right? This is natural progression. Nothing... I'm going to say nothing out of the ordinary, and it's possible for things to not evolve and progress. So we don't take evolution or metamorphosis for granted. We don't go, oh, well, that caterpillar is automatically going to become a butterfly. It might not. It might not. It might not get enough food to eat. It might not get enough nutrients to sustain itself so it can build a cocoon and become a butterfly, right? I'm a gardener. That caterpillar might run into somebody who's like, you're on my cucumber plant, squirt, 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 and now that caterpillar is gone. It ain't ever going to become a butterfly. So we don't ever want to take for granted, like, oh, it's automatically, no, it's not no automatically nothing. Okay. Let's get some themes out here to go with these oracles, because it's very interesting. Liminal is significant here. That space in between the Chariot. So this is the fastest moving card in tarot. Something's happening quickly. I said the Death in the Towers out here, but now this is something that's happening fast. Y'all, I'm curious. I don't know what the hell this is. I don't know what y'all are up to, but we're going to find out. Let's get one more theme card out here, okay? The Chariot. I love the Chariot card. Chariots were not just a means of transportation, but you got to get back in the day of the chariot. Chariots were a means of challenging somebody. It was a sign of status and an opportunity to prove oneself. it was a space to perform, and chariots were so important that they were property that could be bequeathed and inherited. Okay, so you could inherit a chariot. Pharaohs were buried with their chariots, and their chariots were made out of gold. I know, right? So this is also property that's transferable. Okay, it's a mode of transportation. It's a way to prove your status. It's a way to improve your status financially, because you can compete, you can win, and you can win big in a chariot race. Some of you may have a soul memory recall like I do from those days. Somebody could change their life out of a chariot race. You could go in poor, win a series of races, and come out big. You could catch the eye of a sponsor who would sponsor your next few races. You could become. It is similar to our version of NASCAR now. We have chariot races called NASCAR. Formula One, I prefer Formula One myself, but I grew up watching NASCAR because I'm a Southern girl. But anyway, if you want it is. 2, I just wanted 1. Can I get 1, please? Try to keep this reading short. The sun. Okay. So I feel it. Because like I said, something that's happening in the spirit world is about to be seen over here, and quickly. So the sun is about it. I mean, chariot and the sun. Chariot and the sun. The song is the Jackie. Boss. Who sings the Jackie with Boss? Little TJ, and I'm drinking hot water today, y'all. Where's my other phone? I don't know. It's not important right now. Anyway, 1, 2, 3. Let me get these. Yeah, let me get this one. Then we'll get some tarot out here. I don't know who sings that. Boss, little TJ. J. Cole is in the video, though. Y'all know Cole and Bossy B in Dreamville. Yeah, I don't remember it. I'm not, and the words are, y'all know. If you don't know, go look it up. Protection, real strong. What did I say? Urus is power, but it's giving protection. Real strong right here. I'm telling you. And this protection is coming through as fire too. The protection card has the sun and the moon in it. Can you guys see the fire coming off the sides? We got countdowns. Got the sun over here. I mean, this is what it is. Okay. Whatever this is protected. Let's get a goddess energy. Yeah, it's just the Jackie. The hook. Y'all, I don't know if it's literally about to drop top. I don't know, because we got the chariot out here. What are y'all doing? Tell me what you're doing. Tell me in the comments. What are you doing? Divine wisdom. Sophia. I'm going to hold my tongue on this one because I got a lot to say. I got a lot to say about this, but I'm not going to. Here's what I am going to say. Divine wisdom. Please use your discernment. Discernment is a huge factor in divine wisdom. Okay. There's a lot of I've been saying this for a while now, because I am a seer, so I tell y'all ahead of time, and I told y'all ahead of time, when we get where we are now, you need to be able to know the difference between what's real and what's fake. You need to be able to authenticate what's real and what's not. If you don't know that conversation, you need to get down in those comments and find my podcast and then go back in the archives with the podcast. And I talk about authentication. It may have been, it may have been a year or something. Okay. But it's been 10 months, if nothing else. We talking about in the age of Aquarius, because it's the age of information, and the energy of Aquarius is so wide open. It's so wild, wild west in these out here in these spiritual streets. You got to be able to know what's real and what's not real, especially when we're talking about the unseen realms. It's one thing if you're like, oh, the example I gave in that podcast episode was like, what are these new services where you can sell your luxury items or buy luxury items that are gently pre-used. So I don't know the name of all these, y'all. The Real is one of them. There's more. That one comes across my feed. Okay. But now you can go get Gucci if you like Gucci. I like Gucci. Louis if you like Louis. I used to like Louis. I got a bunch of Louis because I used to like it, but I like Gucci. Get a Dior bag. Get your Givenchy, your Fendi. I used to be in the Mulberry real bad bag, y'all. Like 20 years ago, a Mulberry bag was my soul. Whew, grew out of that. Okay. But the point is, you don't have to go spend 10 G's on a bag anymore. You can go to one of these sites, one of these websites, and you can get, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 bag that's been pre-used and cleaned. And here's the keyword: authenticated as real for a fraction of the price. You can do this on Amazon now. No, y'all, I'm not even kidding. I saw this in, what's that store? I forgot. But it's one of these stores like TJ Maxx, Marshalls, something like that. Like you can go get y'all, it's all these stores now. They all got into this. You can go get a luxury designer handbag now for a fraction of the cost, almost anywhere at this point. You ain't gotta go, because I'm from Atlanta. You used to have to go to Lenox Mall to go to the Louis store, go to the Gucci store, go to the Cartier store. You don't gotta do that no more. You can get on one of these sites, because it's been authenticated. That's what I'm talking about. Right here in these spiritual streets, 2026 on, you need to be able to authenticate the spirits that you're dealing with. The people that are in front of you, what spirit are they speaking from? You got to be able to authenticate this, because it's messy out here, okay? Messy. I'm going to give him a bug right here. Co-create. So number 4 again, time to go. Something's over with the number 9 coming through for real. And then milk and honey. That's because something, let me tell you something. It's giving something has been built underneath. I'm going to give you, it's an example. It's not, it could be what this is, but it's just like this. It's like if you go to a job you don't like, but you show up every day on time, you do your thing, you do the thing, but the whole time you looking for another job. And then you get the job and you tell your new job your start date, and you say, okay, I'm going to start this day, but I got this family vacation coming up. Y'all just stick with me. I got this family vacation coming up. And the new job say, okay, well, yeah, it's cool. And in the meantime, you tell your old job, you put your 2 weeks notice in at the old job. Can y'all get where I'm going with this? Something has been built underneath something. So something has looked one way on top, but underneath a whole new regime era has been built. Okay. It's given under the nose feeling, like this happened under the nose, under the radar. under wraps. So something's been kept under wraps. Something's been built under the radar. Something's been... You know that song? I'm telling you, I'm trying to tell you, it's like a relationship has been built under the radar. Let me get some tarot out here. Archangels, Holy Spirit, Ascended Masters, Gods and Goddesses, Legion of Light. Thank you for protecting me as I channel messages for my tribe. For showing me what I need to see and telling me what I need to know so I can protect the tribe. As they live, learn, thrive, and grow as above, so below, and so it is because it is so. So somebody suspects something. Seven of Wands coming out here twice. So I'm telling you, this is somebody had something to prove. But it's too late because something's protected. And now whatever was on top, I guess you could call it a ruse. They're letting me use that word. That's over. The Sun card out here is something's about to be exposed. But the time is right. The time is right for something. It's like, I'm telling you, it's like making sure all your ducks are in a row, making sure everything is in order before you pull that plug at the old job. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're not going, if this work out, you're not going to miss a paycheck. You're not going to have a lapse in benefits. You're not going, somehow you even going to get a 2-week vacation in there. That's what this is. That's what it feels like. Somebody's been moving with such wisdom and such intention. They about to leave one situation, go into another, but not gonna miss a beat. You know what I'm saying? And not just not miss a beat, it's gonna be some added benefit to this switch up. The metamorphosis is out here. This is some type of something's evolving. Like I said, it's going to the next level. Listen, the hell. Let me get 3 of these to start us off, please. Something's been happening in the background. Under wraps. Under wraps. Okay. But it happened. But now we about to see. See what I'm saying? We about to be like, oh, okay. That's what was going on. That's what it's given. Because it's 8 of Swords. I'm trying to tell you, it was not what it seemed to be. With the Moon and the 8 of Swords, listen, you sitting there at your desk, you show up on time, you saying, hi, Bob, hi, Jim. Every day, like no big deal. Good morning, Barbara. No big deal. No big deal. But the whole time you got a whole new job with a pay raise at the competitors because you didn't sign an NDA. That I'm trying to tell you, that's what this is. And you get a 2-week vacation. Who is moving this way? This is hot. Who moving like this? Who are you, friend? The Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands. We friends. Whoever you are, you and I are friends now because you moving like this, baby. You need to be my friend. That's what I'm talking about. So it looked one way, but it's another way. Yeah. What's on the surface is not what it is. It's what's underneath. That's what it is. But now what's about to happen is what's underneath it really is. That's what's about to be seen. Something's about to flip. Like it's about to go like that. And people are like, It's pop out energy with the Chariot and the Sun. Something's about to pop out like that. But we just let me keep going because okay. I told you it was a relationship. I'm trying to tell y'all here. There's something going on. Somebody said now look, I don't know how you doing this, but you doing it, okay? And you doing a great job. I just want you to know this is outstanding work you did. Because somehow everybody fooled. Yes, everybody is fooled. Yes, that's why the Sun is needed. Yeah. And it's wild because people been watching. They've been trying to. People been trying to spy. But they haven't seen nothing. That's why the Moon is out here at the 8 of Swords. They couldn't see nothing. Child. The protection out here because it was protected. I love a good energy like that. Milk and honey's popping up like, oh. See what I tell. telling you. Them runes don't lie. That's why I like starting with the runes, because the runes they'll let you know what's happening in this energy with a quickness. This is that rune. Okay. That's how I can say, oh, it's death and tower energy out here, because the runes are telling me. Something's about to get official. I'm just telling you, something's about to get official. And it's going to take off. They said viral, whatever this is. It's like people knew you were doing something, but they didn't know what you were doing. People might have felt like something was up, but they didn't know what it was. And the only reason people figured something was up is because they noticed you had taken your energy away. You had put your energy off of what it used to be on onto something different. Like you was, like I said, you was still showing up at the office, you was still there. But you weren't going out after work anymore to get drinks with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like it's little things that people are like, well, what are they doing? And they about to see what you've been doing. They about to find out what you've been doing. Give me something else. Cards are popping out here. Page of Cups. Now, it's a whole ass relationship right here. That's what this is. It's the timing with that 4 of coins. It's time. That 4 of coins is time. It's like, okay, let me give you an example. This one might not be as solid because, but hey, it's like you meet somebody and y'all vibe, and it's like, well, now this I understand because I can be this way. Like I'm private. I don't want anybody to know who I'm talking to, right? Especially until I know that this is gonna be good. Y'all know how grown folk be moving. You know how grown folk move. So this is like maybe you talking to somebody, y'all get to know each other, but it's not official because y'all getting to know each other. Y'all making sure it's gonna be good before you let everybody else know, hey, we're talking to each other. All right. But it's like now it's time. Somebody said Fisher cut bait. So now it's time, like the natural progression, the metamorphosis. It's time now for this over talking to each other to evolve into, oh, we're a couple. We are officially a couple now. That's the type of energy that's out here. Like popping out on people like, hey, we're together. And people like, whoa. Hey, y'all was single. When did y'all even meet? We didn't know y'all knew each other. How did this happen? Like that. Like that type ish. You gotta take what resonates. Or maybe you sitting at that desk at work and you're like, listen, got me a new job. Like I pay raise benefits. Ooh, no, no. They keep telling me no, it's a relationship. I'm gonna give all the different scenarios I can think of. Those what resonates for you. Hey, look, these are collective readings. If this isn't your reading, it's okay. There's like 300 something other readings on this channel. There's I don't know how many other tarot readers out there. You'll find a reading that's for you today, okay? But this one, it's for somebody in some type of relationship that people did not know they was in, but everybody about to find out they in. Because it's time. It's just naturally time for this connection to be seen for what it is. I guess that's how they want to put it. See that Chariot? I mean, that's that. Yeah, because it's time. 4 coins. Two of Cups and the Chariot. It's time. Let me get another deck to read this Sun. I'm going to use the B Tarot. That was the Divine Tarot that I was just using. We're going to switch up to the B Tarot to read down to the Sun. That's our second theme out here. Splitting the deck on the Two of Swords and the Devil. I'm telling you, like, sometimes it can be our fears. King of Swords and the Devil. Okay. And the Empress and the Devil. Okay. So it was some type of fear at play here. Maybe that's why it had to be protected. They said at all costs. So now we're back to the runes. Kalnaz, Iwas, Urus, Ingwas. A divine union that is like, it's actually divine. So it needed to be protected at all costs. There's a tower at the bottom of the deck. Reading to the Sun. That Three of Swords reversed. Yeah, this is after a period of healing. So maybe that's what it was too. It's like two people had to heal before something could become official. Ten of Wands reversed. Okay. Well, this is definitely leading to the Sun. I mean, Three of Swords reversed, Three of Wands reversed. I mean, y'all used to be hardcore Simpsons fan. Y'all remember that episode where the school floods and Milhouse has on them floodwater pants? Everybody was making fun of him from the beginning of the episode. By the time the school floods, Milhouse goes, "Oh, everything's turning up, Milhouse, because the school floods, but his pants are the only ones that aren't wet because he got on floodwaters." Y'all. Anyway, that's what this is. Everything's turning up, Milhouse over here. What? The what? Back to back. The same two cards, the Hierophant and the Death card. They came out like this, back to back, and we just had them back to back in these out this other deck. Okay, so nice they had to tell it to us twice in the same way, even just so we're not confused. There's something. Not only is this a shift, not only is it a transformation, not only is something change, but the change is an official one. We're going. Is. Just trying to say. I'm just trying to say it. Okay. Okay. I had to, y'all, because what? We hear it. These cards are popping. Six of Swords. This is it. This it. It's like whatever the reason was, it was protected. It's this fulfilled now. Something is fulfilled. There's a turning of the wheel here. Oh man, the cards are just flying. I'm like, can we keep them up here? Got the Devil with a King of Jars or a King of Cups. So these two together is interesting. It's screaming codependency. It's screaming like fear of abandonment. And maybe that's what had to get put in check. They're showing me that Three of Swords that was reversed. Okay. That's what needed to get healed before this could become official. Who is that? Who keeps saying type ish? Who is this? Who is this in my ear? Give me something else on it, please. We're looking for the Sun. Well, we got the Ten of Pentacles, so we not far off. The Sun is the luckiest card in the deck, and the Ten of Pentacles that's some good luck right there. Okay. Okay. So we done moved on from shadow work got done. That's how I'm gonna put it. Somebody did their shadow work, okay? Because Six of Swords, the Devil, King of Jars, Ten of Pentacles. It got done. It's done. It's done. Okay. Two more, please. Let's get to the sun. With the Empress. Nine of Swords and Empress. Somebody's worried about an Empress. Somebody's worried that somebody is an Empress. Well, there's an Emperor right behind her. So there's that connection. There's that divine connection where, yeah, and a Princess of Jars. So that's what we're talking about. That's what there's been a lot of anxiety, projection, jealousy on this Empress and Emperor right here. Okay, but they came. I mean, here they are together. So it's all for naught. All whatever is being projected at this couple, or yeah, they're just saying projected at this couple. It was all for naught. It's that this couple's about to pop out as a couple. So something about this though. Something about this. So remember I said at the beginning is when two bloodlines or two houses come together, they create something so powerful that nobody else wants to touch. Like they're like, it backs everybody up, you know. And I gave the historical example of France and England, but I also went back to Solomon and Sheba. Like there's something that gets created that is so powerful, nobody wants it. It's like, oof, okay, well that's, there's something about this Empress and Emperor. So they came out separate but together. So the Empress is an Empress, the Emperor is an Emperor. But there's something about when they come together that has people worried, it has people jealous. I mean, it's got people, I would say in their feelings, but that would be an understatement. You know, the devil's out here at the King of Jars, and then the Nine of Swords is not that. I mean, it's like people are, I'm hearing up in arms. So maybe that's why the protection was needed. Something about somebody stopping at nothing to dissolve this union, but it didn't work. Queen of Wands at the bottom of that. Let me get something on it. Reading's going on. Can we get final messages out here looking for the sun? Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, this is just a done deal right here. That's what I'm trying to say. These two coming together, it's unstoppable, and it creates opportunity after opportunity. It's like they're saying something comes alive. So this union, this Empress and Emperor coming together creates some type of life, but it's sustainable life. It's like the bread of life. I know that sounds funny, but it's, I'm not getting that they're creating a baby. I'm getting that there's something about something about the two becoming one. And that one being an Ace of Pentacles. They were Empress and Emperor separately on their own just fine. But when they come together, they create an Ace of Pentacles, which is the bread of life. In tarot terms, it's also it's a new opportunity for material success. Here's the Four of Wands. After that Ace of Pentacles, this is very solid, very established energy. I'm telling you, something was being built. There's that number 4 again. Like I said, that something was being built that is solid. It's a solid foundation underneath the surface. So on the surface, it may have looked like, hi, Bob. Hi, Jim. Another day at the office. But underneath it was like, I just took a pay raise and a promotion for our competitor and nobody knows. Like that. That's the vibe out here. It's, you know, I'm over here minding my business. They're over there minding their business. But in reality, we done already linked up and created a whole empire under everybody knows and don't nobody know. That's what it's given. That's what it's given. And they keep showing me the Emperor and Empress. These are two people who might not on first glance seem like they belong together. I love this deck. See that? Like when you look at them, you're like, no, they don't. They're not a match. But they are. Because it's an Empress and an Emperor. So they are a match. They just don't look like it. It's a lot to tell out here, y'all. Hold on, tell you. Princess of Wands. Now, see. After the Ace of Pentacles and the Four of Wands, it keeps giving unstoppable. I keep like, what's another way I can say it? It's just like, so now I'm hearing a different song from my childhood, and it's giving this, whatever this couple is about to do, it's gonna make the impossible possible. What used to be impossible, it's not, it's gonna be possible for these two. Okay, they're gonna be able to do something that nobody else has been able to do. That's what it is. Which is why there is so much confusion and uncertainty around this union. That's why I had to be protected. Seven of Jars, because it was so much. There was a lot at play, and there's a lot at stake. It's almost like the divine needed these two to lock in. It's a divine union. You got to get this as a divine union. The divine needed these two to lock in. And so it's like the divine was kind of keeping things at bay. But now it's time. It's kind of like time's up. Because we have the time to go card. So it's giving us a little bit of time's up. There's a wheel turned somewhere. Okay, I can see that. And it's like time's up. Time's up. So now it's time. Now it's time. Final messages, please. 8 of Jars. See? Time's up. 7 of Jars. 8 of Jars. Time to go. The Chariot. Time to go. Time to go co-create. Yeah. Time to go co-create. Time to go co-create milk and honey. It's time to go create abundance. Wow. Oof. Okay. Okay. There's that wheel that turned. Yeah, 9 of Wands. They're giving me the Beatles' Hard Day's Night. So this has been a hard road. My grandma would say a hard road to hoe. My ancestors were so country, okay? Yeah, but this has not been easy. Even with the protection in place, this has not been easy. 8 of Swords. Because there's been a lot of projections. There's been a lot of false impressions made, they're saying. Now we opened up with the Moon and the 8 of Swords. And I said something is not as it has appeared. Been a lot of false impressions out here. Give me something else. Can we get final messages? I was trying to keep it. This is justice, though. This is justice. The Barrow or the Chariot in this deck. So this is, it's giving, it's a hard day's night going. Both Hard Day's Night and the Jackie, okay, they're both fun songs about meeting up with somebody that you want to be with. They both have fun lyrical beat to it, but the words are actually quite serious in both songs. Like in the Jackie, he's pulling up on this girl he likes. He's going to her neighborhood and he's like, nobody in your neighborhood likes me. I'm paranoid. Nobody likes me. People been talking about you like you, but I still want to mess with you. Okay. That's the basics of the Jackie. There might be rumors, there might be talk about you, whatever, but we grown and I'm still coming for you. Okay. I'm still going to ride. We're going to slide. We got this. Hard Day's Night is similar. It's, life is tough. Life is rough. But at the end of the day, as long as when I come home, you're there, we're good. And yeah, they're interesting. Both song very two different eras, two different styles, but they're both about overcoming obstacles and hardships to be with the person you want to be with. Y'all, I mean, Boss and the Beatles. That's Nephtara Grace for you. Okay, King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is about to be an emperor, right? But this is someone who's got the earth element mastered. Like they really got how things work in the material realm. They've mastered the material realm and how things work. Let me get something else on it. Five of Pentacles. This is losing something that you really care about. The image speaks for itself. Pardon the yawn. Call that alchemy. Three of Pentacles. That's a collaboration. I don't know if this is a past collaboration that didn't work out. Two, three of jars. Yeah. It's kind of like that. It's kind of like feeling like you missed out on something, but Seven of Pentacles. Learning, there's that divine wisdom. Learning where to properly invest. This is like a bad investment, but then you see, oh, that was a bad investment anyway. Prince of Pentacles. And it may take time. For the new investment to take shape. So maybe that's why, again, this happened under wraps. Five of Swords went over there and under the sofa. There's background conflict around this, but we already said that. But maybe this is saying that background conflict is a part of why it also took time. So you know what it's giving? It's giving, I don't know if you guys are risk takers. I don't know if you're gamblers or if you invest in the market. I used to sports bet. To me, a risk is a risk. Okay, I don't care how you take it. I don't care how studied it is. Whether you're betting on the Super Bowl or looking for a new option to trade. Okay, a risk is a risk. So sometimes we take a risk and it doesn't work out. We lose. I mean, that's what makes it a risk, you know. I've played the market and in sports betting myself. I am a risk taker. I do like to gamble. Okay. So sometimes you gamble and you lose, and that's a part of the game. But do you have what it takes to try again? Do you have what it takes to bet the next game? Do you have what it takes to consolidate your funds and move into a mutual fund out of options? Do you have what it takes to, you know, in the world of relationships, do you have what it takes to be in a failed relationship and then heal and then create a relationship that's healthy? Do you have what it takes to take a risk again? Princess of Swords. I felt the energy out here because of the sun. You know, usually if you got the sun coming out, there's going to be people watching. But especially here because it was some type of union that was meant to be together that there's been some resistance to, maybe even some energies trying to pull it apart. Final messages, please. Spirit, let's get some final messages out here. I'm looking for the sun. What else do they need to know? Prince of Swords, yeah. there's still a lot of talk about this. Okay? And there's going to be talk. Like whenever, whoever this is, whatever this is for you, tribe, when this happens, when this comes out, there's still going to be talk. I picked this up for it. There's going to be people saying something moved too fast. Something is not right is how people's going to occur for people. But I'm going to be honest with you. What they're going to be doing is looking at the surface. They're going to be looking at the emperor and empress and going, they don't look like a match. There's going to be a lot of yap about not looking like a match. But what people are going to miss is that, I'm telling you, underneath the surface of looks, the work has already been done. So for an outsider looking in, you can say, oh, those two don't match. But they're just looking at the outside. God has already looked at everybody's heart. Five of Jars reversed. This coming out in the Three of Jars and the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, this is already it right here. Yeah. No, this is good. This is really, really good. That's too many cards. Let me get one card, please. One card at a time. This is really good. And unfortunately, there's gonna be naysayers, but this is good. Two of Pentacles. Yeah, this is already like, I'm telling you, it's something about it. Something is just about to fall into place. It's going to fall into place. Four of Pentacles. And the Hermit. Both people have spent a lot of time, if not prayer, then meditation about this. So the claims from the outside that something is being foolish or reckless is unfounded. Neither the emperor or the empress have been reckless or foolish with this choice. They both have sought divine wisdom, and they both have received divine wisdom about this union moving forward. Final messages, please. What else do they need to know? Prince of Jars. I mean, there's some pretenders. There's just coming out in the Prince of Swords. Yeah, there is some reckless and aggressive energy surrounding this union, but it's not coming from inside the union. Okay. You got naysayers, but I think you will. I think you will have naysayers when something is good. Because I think for some people, something can occur as too good to be true. Prince of Wands, Ten of Jars. Yeah. I mean, this is what both people, this is what the Emperor and the Empress wants, and they're going for it, and it's going to turn out for them. I'm just a card reader. Can I get final messages? Can we? The world. I'm just a card reader. Like that. That's it. They both want it. They've done the work to have it. God said they could have it, so they're gonna have it. They're not, and they're the Emperor and the Empress. They're not pages, princesses, knights, princes. They ain't even a king and a queen. It's an Empress and an Emperor. They don't care, honestly, how anybody else feel. They found something that's good for them, so they're gonna go for it. The World card out here is confirming, like, this is what they're doing. Final messages, please. And I'm gonna go replant some plants and start a ritual for Swords. Yeah, these people, they're at peace about their choices. Because they've already received divine wisdom. Nine of Pentacles after the Four of Swords. These people ain't gonna do nothing but love each other. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm finished this reading right. They don't care what you or nobody else think. Okay, they already got this. With the Strength card, hang it up. Hang it up. Hang it up. Everybody can gossip about these people. They don't care. It's like I'm picking up. They've already lived through worse. That's what I was given. Look at this. Seven of Swords reversed. These people have authenticated each other. Seven of Swords reversed. They're not. That's what was happening under the nose. That's what was happening under wraps. That's what nobody could see, is they were vetting each other. They were authenticating each other. So now somebody can't come up and go, oh, blah, blah, blah. And they're going to be like, huh? What? Seven of Wands, what? Huh? What you talking about? Willis? They're not going to be able to hear it. They've already done their due diligence with each other. They've already checked it. It's Solomon and Sheba. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They've already done that. So anybody can say what you want to. It's not going, Queen of Swords, it's not going to matter. They're both operating in discernment. It's not, they know what's real and what's true. With the seven of Swords reverse, Seven of Wands, and the Queen of Swords, baby, following the Strength card, the Nine of Pentacles, Four of Swords. What? Who are you talking about? Huh? Where'd you get that from? It's not true. And they're gonna stand on business about what's true and what's not true, because they know what's true and what's not true. Eight of Pentacles, they already know what's true. They already put the work in. After the Queen of Swords, they put the work in. And these are people, it's an Empress and an Emperor. They're not gonna put work in someplace where it's not gonna produce. That's one. They're not pages. They're not new. These people, when you get to that level, you're only going to invest in what you take a risk, invest in what actually has a shot at a return on investment that you can stomach. That's how these people have moved out here. Real strategic out here. These are boss moves being made out here. Six of Jars, baby. And the emotional connection is there. They firing on all 10 cylinders now. The Keeper, it's a new beginning. It's like Six of Jars and the Fool. It's like, so this is a past life soul connection that, baby, we're back. And we're back. And they're back. Solomon and Sheba. I'm going to keep saying it. It's like Solomon and Sheba. Imagine, I'm not saying it, but imagine this is Solomon and Sheba reincarnated. Okay. So this Empress and Emperor got soul memory of each other. Like, oh yeah, I remember how okay. I remember how, okay. So they've been remembering together, locking in under the surface. Now they about to pop out like, hey, we're back. And people are gonna be like, well, how did y'all even know each other? Y'all are from two different parts of the world. Y'all are two different people. Y'all are two different cultures. These cards, y'all are two different races. Like, y'all don't go together. This isn't a match. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. That's how they're gonna be. Don't worry about that. Mind your own business. That's how it's gonna be out here. I'm telling you, somebody. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about it. Now this Nine of Jars, following the Hangman, they already got what they want. They don't need. Look, here it is again. They don't care. They don't what? This is already done. It's a done deal. It's just nobody else can see it. Let's finish this up, because I feel like we just all in their business. These people are clearly private. We're all in their business. This Page of Pentacles. It may have started off slow. It may have seemed like, okay, this is going to take a while to build, but it has been established. It's been established. That's wild. Because I'm really, there it is. The Tower. I just keep feeling like when this come out, people are going to be like, but when? But when did this happen? But how long has this been going on? But why are we just now finding out? I don't understand. I would have said something had I known. That's why you didn't know, huh? Okay? That's why you didn't know. There's the sun. That's it. I'm going to leave the reading here. This has been your reading. I hope it brought you clarity and confirmation. If you haven't already, hit the like button. Please drop me a comment. Black card, if nothing else. Let me know if this resonates for you. If you like the vibe, please subscribe. Turn on your post notifications. Hit the bell so the next time I do a read, it will show up in your feed. Time's a construct. We made it up. Use your discernment. Take what resonates for you. Leave the rest behind for the next person. And between now and the next time I drop a reading, trust your path, your process, and your purpose. Peace.